Good morning everyone, and thanks for joining me on this Trenton WX Tropical Forecast video. Before we start, please consider subscribing as it would tremendously help out this channel and help to spread the word about any significant tropical weather events. Now the first thing we're going to be talking about is the remnants and impact of Major Hurricane Helene. Helene brought catastrophic and historic flooding to Georgia, Tennessee, North and South Carolina, and a handful of other states. These impacts include multiple dams breaking and multiple towns being completely flooded out, leaving millions without power nor cell service. Helene also brought major impacts to the state of Florida, with catastrophic storm surge all along the Gulf Coast. On top of that, plenty of flooding and other damages. Now, Major Hurricane Helene's damage cost is up to $95 to $100 billion. And unfortunately brought a staggering 70 to 80 deaths. Our second topic, we'll be talking about all the North Atlantic storms now and what they essentially will be doing. We'll be going down the list starting with Tropical Storm Isaac. Now, Tropical Storm Isaac will just continue as a tropical storm until Thursday, and then eventually it'll fizzle out somewhere off the coast of Europe. But other than that, nothing else could be said about it. This poses no major threat to anywhere. Now moving on to Tropical Storm Joyce. Now, Tropical Storm Joyce will soon turn into a tropical depression, then continue on the downgrade and fizzle out sometime this week. Again, not posing any major threat, not posing any threat at all. Kind of the same with Isaac. Our third real storm out here in the Atlantic is Tropical Depression 12. Tropical Depression 12 we're going to have to keep an eye on, as this is forecasted to be a hurricane on Tuesday, then eventually turn into a major hurricane sometime on Friday. Now again, this doesn't really pose a great threat to the U.S., doesn't really pose any threat, because it will most likely take the same path or similar path as Tropical Storm Joyce. Last but certainly not least, we have this area of development. We're going to have to keep an eye on it. It has a 50% chance of development over 7 days, and I'm pretty sure about a 10% chance of development within the next 48 hours. Now, we do not know exactly where this one is going to go. It right now doesn't pose any threat to anywhere, but we'd have to keep an eye on it just in case it does. Now on to our main concern and main threat this week. This is what a lot of other people are talking about. This is a new development region, a new development zone in the Eastern Caribbean. This is near the same development region as Major Hurricane Helene. If it does take the same track as Helene, it could be going over colder waters, as Hurricane Helene used up all that energy from the Gulf. But that isn't going to stop it from being any kind of hurricane. But if it does take a more west track, it could definitely have way more warmer waters. Could have way more warmer waters to have that more rapid intensification that you'd see in a normal Gulf of Mexico storm. Now, timing isn't really we don't really know too much about the timing. At least I don't know about the timing. All that I do know is that in the next 48 hours, it has a 0% chance of developing, but a 50% chance of developing in the next 7 days. Now I'm gonna hop over here to the GFS model, and over here on the GFS model, we can, if I scroll back here, this is the 18Z September 29th run. Now, before I do anything with the GFS, you just gotta know that this is very it is very all over the place, I'll say. These runs are not accurate. Like, with a storm this far out, it's about 7 to 8 days out. These aren't very accurate. So we're gonna skip ahead here around the October 5th area. We're gonna have our low pressure system entering the Gulf here. Skip ahead a little bit, making its way through the Gulf, going under that intensification, possible rapid intensification. Then this run has it going through and making landfall around Tampa or around Sarasota, somewhere on that coast, and then make its way out to the Atlantic. Now again, like I said, GFS this far out is pretty inaccurate, so don't take this any seriously. don't take this seriously at all. But just we use this to get an idea of what this could do, what it has the possibility to do. So yeah. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. Again, this storm is about 7 to 8 days out, so there's a lot of unknown and uncertainty, but I will be keeping you guys updated with any big changes to this storm, and I will be live if the storm makes landfall on anywhere. And again, sorry if I'm a little stuttery with this. I'm very new to this talking into a microphone for a YouTube video. But yeah, so sorry if that's all a little weird. I'm new to this. But anyway, hope you guys have a great rest of your day or night, and I'll see you guys next time.